I'm probably conservative because I'm a conservative living guy. That's my lifestyle and stuff. But I also, and in business, I'm conservative. But when it comes to like some social issues, I tend to, I don't know. I'm like most Americans, I think. I'm not going to choose a side because it cheapens you. So, but we're forced to every day by those channels, and they're not doing it for good reasons. And some of the people there are making over $20 million because they know that they have to toe the line of what that station or network tells them to say or do. And that's not good. And it's not good for our democracy.
I think the interesting thing is that you can deal with many people on a broad scale in business, and you're from all different backgrounds, quote unquote beliefs, and you usually can find middle ground. But when it comes to politics, you can't. And that's the sad thing because they've split us apart so bad. The thing that I saw that was interesting, there's a Kennedy that said he was running for president the other day, and he actually talked about the corporatization of the government and how these big businesses are coming in and kind of taking over the government. And to Gino's point, Gino's, hey, I'm conservative, whatever. But I think if we can take a step back and look what these guys are saying, that he would be running as a Democrat. But that point alone made me stop and say, hey, if I can be truly open-minded, that's something I could get behind and vote for. Because when I see Pfizer and how they've taken over the federal government and how the door's wide open and it's basically become one institution, that makes me very nervous. So if I have a Democrat over here saying that, I can get behind that and support that. So I think that's the thing we need to do as citizens now is look at what these people are standing for and try to get behind real ideas that will make a difference, regardless of, what affiliation they're with. So,
look, I'm a capitalist. You guys are capitalists. Yeah. And, that's the beauty of this country. But there's a difference between being a capitalist and being an overweening, priggish sort of crony capitalist, which says, because I have money, I get to pay for certain things that the rest of America can't get. Because I have money, I will pay fewer taxes. Because I have money, my company is going to have an advantage over my competitor's company. Because I have money and, all of these things that we see happening more and more and more with politicians who literally will take money from these special interests, whether they're on the right or on the left.
You just split them.
And sometimes what I've been reading about lately that's been going on is a lot of these politicians are actually knowing about companies because they vote on certain issues. Well, take Raytheon, for example. I just saw a study that said that the members of Congress and the Senate have increased their shares of Raytheon while they were finding out what was going on in Ukraine and the $103 billion that we sent there, which have gone into the pockets, of course, of Raytheon and Pratt & Whitney and these guys. So they were essentially investing in these stocks. And they've all done really well because they knew that these companies were going to get the money that
it's
they
like
were
a huge money
them.
laundering scheme, right? No, but and the amount that I'd rather just have them, steal more money up front and let me know that.
Right.
Because here's the thing, they're spending billions of dollars to send to Ukraine so they can get a small fraction of that. Just steal $1 billion and let's not send the money to Ukraine and maybe we'll be in a better spot, right?